I've just been sent this, and it is a new release from Soma Parfums in collaboration with Jarino. This is Jarino's first fragrance. It is called Oblivion. It's just run through the notes with you and then just give you my thoughts on what I think of this fragrance and try and explain it the best way I can. In the top we have ginger, lemon, bergamot, lavender, and in the mid we have honey, jasmine and rum. In the base we have tobacco, ambroxan and vanilla. So in the opening it has a nose tingling ginger note, and then it has a real zestiness. It has a citrusy feel to it, and that really gives it a lovely amount of lift in that opening. Almost a little fizzy. Then the lavender kicks in, and the lavender gives it a soft, clean, aromatic and powdery edge. Another thing I like about the fragrance is it keeps changing. You get different facets to it through the wearing. The honey kicks in with the cinnamon and it gives it a smooth, calming effect to it. Now at the moment, as I'm doing this video, I am not that well. I've just got a bit of man flu. It's given me that sort of warming, wintry, comforting feel to it that you'd find in, say, maybe a warm lemsip drink, something along those lines. I think it must be the honey with the lavender and the cinnamon and the ginger all giving it that feel. I get the feeling this might have been quite important to Jarino, but I think he wanted it to be mass appealing and just really likeable and just something that smells good on you. And one of the notes I think that is massively important is the ambroxan. That plays a huge part in this fragrance and it gives it that designer feel. It has got some unusual qualities, but the ambroxan really sort of brings it back to being something that's quite likeable and something that you could quite easily pick up off the shelf in a local beauty store. Add the vanilla to that, and that vanilla and the ambroxan whipping through the base really adds to the addictiveness of this fragrance and the likability. And I think most people would pick this up and like it. There's not really anything to dislike about it. It is very likeable. I think anyone could wear it. And what I like about it is that I think it can be worn in any season. That zestiness up top, then mixed with the sort of deeper notes that are in it to really help it stick to the skin and give it some longevity, means that you could wear this, I think, in any season and probably to any event as well. You could smarten it up and you could wear it with a tracksuit like I am today. Knowing what Jarino's taste is, I know he would have gone for sort of maybe a boozy note in there and maybe some tobacco, which he has. He's added that to this fragrance. Now, they don't really show themselves too much. I can pick up on the tobacco, not so much the rum. And that really just, I think, adds this sort of depth and it adds a little bit of something a bit more naughty just to take it off of that designer realm and make it a little bit more interesting. There is a fragrance that this reminds me of a little. That fragrance is also one of Jarino's favourite fragrances, and that is Leighton by Parfums de Marly. I think that's the lavender and the jasmine and the vanilla and the spices. This isn't the same though. It does go in a different direction. It hasn't got any apple in it, and that is one of the main features of Leighton. And it hasn't got the woodiness that Leighton's got. So it does go in a different direction, but there is something in there that reminds me of that. As a first fragrance, I think this is wonderful. I know this took some time and I know it took some work to get it to where Jarino wanted to be. As a first time fragrance, and Soma have worked with him and been patient with him, and you need patience to deal with Jarino. If you know him, you know what I mean. And I think together they've done a really good job. And that wasn't just because they sent this to me for free. I did not expect this fragrance. It is very well done. The taste is impeccable. And I would like to congratulate the brand and congratulate Jarino on a really lovely first fragrance. So thank you again to the brand and to Jarino for sending this out to me and for letting me be a part of the PR. I will be wearing it quite regularly because it's just a great everyday fragrance. So well done to all of the people involved in creating this. I hope you enjoyed my review. I'll see you again very shortly for another one. Thanks for watching.